Hello and welcome to another episode of Advanced Wars Story. Now you can see that we have 2 Green Earth missions open, only 1 Yellow Comet mission open, and 3 Blue Moon missions open. So I think instead of my plan of alternating between countries evenly, I'm going to do 1 Blue Moon mission and then 1 Green Earth mission to kind of even things out a little bit. And I know which missions I'm going to do too. We have a Grit mission in Blue Moon, so let's take that on. Yeah, I certainly would have thunk. Grit, ever the wit. Hey, that rhymes. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Are they gonna, like, capture Sasha or something? Or are they gonna find Billy Gates? Protective Instinct. I'm surprised that fits on the screen, but it's a good mission title. I like it. Ah, so that's what he was going to do. Yeah, I think Olaf would draw the line there too, but I guess since he's up against Lash, anything goes. No rules in war, then what do you call stopping your fighters so that they don't fly over a dive submarine? Is that a rule of war? Well, Black Hole never follows the rules, do they? Neither does Colon, in fact, because as we all know, screw the rules, I have money! I should really bring that out when I'm actually playing as Colon, but we're actually playing as Grit. So this mission changed from its original incarnation. Originally, it was, I felt that it was very heavily RNG based because the enemy units had to move in precisely the way you wanted them to, because we only have indirects and a couple of infantry that I think were added just so that we would have a unit other than an indirect. So this new version of the mission is definitely a lot more consistent, but I don't know if I outright like it as a mission. Oh, also, oopsie, somebody made a boo-boo here. I always love pointing those out. So does this map have any sort of pattern to the mountains, or is it just like all of them being scattered about at random? I think they're just scattered at semi-random. So let's get started. We can very easily shoot this mech. And then we basically just have to wait for the enemy to get in range of these indirects, because the copters especially, they just fly into range of the missiles. So what made this difficult in its original version is, I don't think there were any cities, so if you ran out of ammo, you were pretty much done. I think there were cities in an HQ originally. I can't remember too well. But it was definitely problematic to, for example, lose the missiles and have nothing to deal with the copters. So it's a good thing. I think there are less copters, and they basically just fly in the range of the missiles now anyways, so it's fine. So it's not too difficult a mission. Yeah, I picked the missions for this video that were very easy to complete, actually. Think what you will of that. So a bunch of enemies just decided to get into our range. Do I take down the... Well, the artilleries can take down those units. So Rocket, definitely shoot at the medium tank. Get rid of these two. I do kind of have to watch... Oh, maybe I can do it with the infantry. No, I thought I could destroy it with the infantry. That would have been funny. That's at 1 health. I guess, Oh, I guess I could have just used the artillery on the tank anyways. Well, no matter. Since I now have money to actually, like, repair units, I think I'm gonna put this infantry on the HQ. Running out of ammo can definitely be something to watch for in this map, but, like, 4 of your units start on cities, so it's fine. You just gotta worry about the rockets. Leaving that tank alive actually might have been a good thing, because now it's blocking the missile's single open spot. I don't really know how to get a perfect S on this map because technique is obviously going to be a huge problem. I don't know how to avoid losing too many units. Okay, let's see. I'll leave the medium tank for now and just focus on the other units. There's no properties for them to run to, so repair mode basically doesn't exist for these guys. And I suppose the Neotank should be gotten rid of first. Yeah, I'll focus the Neotank. Might as well get rid of the Recon as well. I've almost got a Super Snipe ready, but that means for sure Olaf is getting his Super. So nothing can hit that missile, so I'll just join. I'll at least try to get an S rank. I think you could see that I had an A rank on this mission. I don't know why that's there, because I definitely played through this mission for testing, but I didn't save, so I don't know why the A is there. Oh, it must be from my previous playthrough. Maybe the save file transferred over. Ah, well, I don't know. So yes, losses are expected, and that's unfortunate. That's actually kind of bad to lose the rocket like that, but I should be okay. Because I've still got a bunch of artillery left. But there are quite a number of units coming after me now, so a Super Snipe is definitely warranted here. And I like that the snow basically does nothing, because you're going to be sitting still anyways, so the snow doesn't really help Olaf a whole lot. So if you could get him to waste his regular power on a blizzard, or waste his meteor on his blizzard, rather, that would actually be a pretty good strat. Let's see. I kind of need to get rid of the units that are immediate threats. So, damage that. And, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with those either way. And this anti-air, I think, had better go. And the tank. Alright, that's looking pretty good. And I've also got a defense boost from the power, so I think I'll be okay. As long as they go after the missiles, that'll be pretty good, because they're not useful anymore. Let's do... I gotta get rid of that. And I gotta get rid of that, and probably now's the time to take on the medium tanks. And much like Sinking Feeling from the original Advance Wars, it's probably a good idea to try and get the enemy to join as many units as possible. I'm gonna actually attack with this infantry, because I need to do some more damage. And will anything happen if I move onto the HQ? I kind of want to give it the defense stars. Well, that's actually really weird. He joined his mech, and then went for the blizzard. Or did he join his mech? Yeah, he must have, because suddenly it has HP now. Okay, so thankfully the tank blocked the HQ. I thought for sure he was going to try and cap it. Oh boy, this is actually getting a little bit, scary. But as long as I get rid of the units with the highest health first, I think everything will be okay. I've literally only got 4 units left that can do anything. That 5 HP mech is, looking pretty dangerous. Yep, I've lost an artillery. That's not good. But at least it'll actually be forced to capture now, because if the AI has a capture they can attempt, they will always go for it. Which is probably why destroying the unit on the HQ was not such a good idea, but I'll put the missile there. Oh, it's destroyed now. He's gonna go for it. Like, he's not gonna make it. I mean, his units are at such low health and they have no repair options. So this is really just cleaning up. I got through this a lot quicker in my test run. So this score is probably going to be really awful, but what can you do? There's no real way for them to hide in blind spots, so I got this. And I think I need this in order to end it a turn quicker. Because there's only one artillery at this moment that can actually hit those 2 units. But with this, I have 2. Everything is good. Oh, so he actually learned, and, stretching the truth. Nah, I think you're good, Grit. Sorta. I mean, it's vengeance either way, right? Oh, look who's here. Are they physically next to each other? Or, you know, this is the classic question, because you assume they're communicating over the radio, but... it looks like Grit is getting roped into joining Orange Star. We'll see how that affects things later. Apparently they have video calls too. Oh, here it comes. Oh, here we go. Back to that old thing. She's totally seducing you. With that out of the way, we can move on to the Green Earth mission that I have. C-54 technique, that's actually a lower rank than the last time I played this. You should have had him say Possum Spit, by the way. Like, he only ever says that in Advance Wars 1, but it's very iconic for him, I think. Anyways, with that out of the way, we can move on to the Green Earth mission, so I'll be right back after just a moment. Alright, I'm back, and it's now time for the Green Earth mission. This mission is supposed to be a freebie, essentially, but sometimes it doesn't turn out that way, so let's see what we're up against. We're playing as Jess, and it looks like we'll be up against Drake. So this is gonna be fun. At least the matchup is nice because you can recover all of the fuel lost from Drake's powers. Ruffled her seas? Don't you mean ruffled her feathers? Bird joke, because it's eagle, a bird. Actually, it's Jess whose feathers are ruffled, so it's not exactly the right pun to make, I guess, but I don't know, I'm thinking about it too hard. Sometimes I think too hard about puns. So Sonya is sending out Drake to combat Jess, and he doesn't like it. But Eagle is gonna give the orders, so he's on board with this idea. Ooh, I wouldn't want to see that conversation. Gotta be completely honest. This mission is called Sailor's Choice. It's fine by me, I suppose. So we've got a Navy battle on our hands, which is going to be painful because Jess doesn't have good Navy units, and you can't see it, but there's also an airport, which might help just a teensy bit. You'll see why. Ah, so that's Drake's idea. He's going to do the same thing he did in Cosmo Land. Keep the battle going so he can search for answers while everyone's distracted. And possibly lose a bunch of lives meaninglessly because you're still throwing men and ships and stuff at the enemy in order to keep the fight going. But they never mentioned this because this is Advance Wars, people. Okay, here we go. So this map is a little weird, and I think the map's design kind of plays into the story a little bit. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so here's our airport and bases and such, and our HQ is over here for some reason. That's a really weird place to set it up, and the enemy has a bunch of units, so we've definitely got to fend them off. So where's the enemy HQ, you might wonder. Why, it's completely unguarded over here, and there is a very easy path over to it. Now, it's very clear that you're supposed to just go straight to the HQ and cap it, because Drake is basically losing this battle on purpose. So what I'm going to do is just fly a T-copter over there, and we essentially have to fend off the enemy until the HQ can be captured. Now, what's annoying about this is when you eventually do start making your capture, Drake very frequently has his CO power at the ready. So, that might interrupt your cap, because your unit will get damaged, and then you can't capture as quickly. It's very annoying, and I actually lost more than one attempt to this exact problem, so we gotta pay very close attention to that CO meter. I'm just setting up my units the same way I always do on the first turn. And, I think, you know, if you used an APC instead of a T-copter, then you would be affected by Jess's movement boost powers, but I think that would still be slower because the APC would have to go all the way around through the forests, and here's Drake acknowledging that the HQ is basically undefended. The enemy battleships can also behave very oddly in this map, and we might see that happen. There's something to do with the randomness of the AI or something. Like, I'll point it out if I see it. So you definitely want to avoid having those battleships, like, cover the HQ, because that would make this way harder. Right, so load her up, and send her on her way. Meanwhile, over here, I'm going to put the cruisers outside of the battleship's range, because what frequently happens is there are two dive subs here, obviously. I can't really get to them without losing... Oh, I forgot to move this tank. Oh well. You can't really get to the subs without losing one of the cruisers, because you have to reveal it first. In fact, I'm going to get a... Do I need another cruiser? Oh, look, the Dreadnought's name actually gets cut off by the price. I never noticed that. I'll get a destroyer instead. So what I'm going to do is, the submarines, if they don't have anything to fire at, they will very frequently simply, oh, that was lucky. That's actually a good luck roll. A very critical luck roll. Because then I can do this. Bang, and bang. And now I can actually attack the battleship. Probably don't want to do that, though. Go like this. And I think this should be okay. I don't have anything else to do on this turn. So you're going to see what I mean with the submarines. If they don't have something to fire at, they will either dive or rise. And those were some very unfortunate losses, but at least the subs are alive. Oh, that sub had something to fire at, so it did attack the destroyer. But the other one did not. And I've had the subs rise in range of the artillery. In fact, this one is in range of the artillery, but I have to pay attention now because Drake, if I can get him to, how many stars? If I can get him to 5.5 stars, I'll be fine. Have I looked at Jess's stats, by the way? I think they're basically the same as vanilla, maybe a little different. And I think I've looked at Drake's already as well. Yeah, I've definitely looked at Drake's already. So do this, and I guess I have to get the destroyer out of the way so it can actually attack the battleship. Not for that much damage, but can't really do anything about that. Okay, let's get these out of the way. This is going good so far. I can actually do something about these battleships. Okay, now for sure he's gonna activate Typhoon, but that's fine. I haven't started capturing the HQ yet, so this is actually pretty okay. Let's see if the battleship decides to sit still. I don't think it will, but it might. And I'm gonna need some more units. Medium tank is just gonna sit on the HQ. Maybe if I move the medium tank away, then it would succumb to the 2-week test problem, where the enemy just parks another unit on your HQ and never lets go. Or never lets the infantry capture it. That might happen. But I think it's fine. Actually, the medium tanks could attack my medium tank at this point, because the Typhoon damaged it. Too much to think about in this map, I gotta say. Okay, yeah. That could be very problematic. My battleship is still alive, so I think I have to dedicate it, essentially, to interrupting a cap. And I'm at least in range, so I can definitely do that. I'm gonna use this superpower because I want to get the subs their fuel back. You used to drag race in these things, okay. You drag race in tanks? Can you do that? I think a drag race is like bikes and stuff. And we don't exactly have any of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and drop. Yeah, that's good. This is the ideal movement. I very stupidly moved the T-copter along the bottom of the map on a previous run. That actually made it take longer to get to the HQ. So don't do that. Oh, is there an artillery coming over here? That's weird. I guess I have to fend them off from here. Let's get you out of the way. And can the subs do anything here? I would like to get rid of the Dreadnought if possible. Yeah, I definitely have to interrupt the cap. I hope I don't misclick. Oh, I could interrupt the cap with the tank as well, I think. As long as the artillery can destroy the tank, blocking me. There's that, and no battleship in range, so I guess I'll just get rid of this. I actually destroyed a Dreadnought. How nice. So those things are destructible. Like, I've said that they're way too defensive. Actually, at that low health, that might cause the enemy to join in order to keep the capture going. This just got interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. At the very least, he shouldn't have his powers active at all. Yeah, he would have to do quite a lot of damage to get a tsunami going. I have a feeling he's going to do that, though. Alright, so the other infantry all went for the other properties. So no need to destroy that infantry immediately. I'm going to focus on the others first. Because I just have to stall them. And as long as Drake doesn't get a power on this turn, I've basically won. Let's see what he's at. Should I just like, attack only the infantry and do nothing with the others? Because he could still... What does he need? He needs... He's used his power once, so he needs, like... I can't do the math. I just have to assume that I'm gonna assume that a tsunami will come if I do not do something. So, do this. And... let's do that, too. And where's he at now? I need to get him to, like, 5.5 stars, so maybe if this happens... I'm making a huge sacrifice here, and it's probably really dumb, but... this should, like, get him to... I'm just trying to get him to not tsunami. Okay. I think I'm good now. So as long as he doesn't get a typhoon, then we're good. Nope, he used a tsunami anyways, even though he had a full star. So this will take one extra turn, and I hope I did not just lose the entire thing to that, because that would be really annoying. He could join, in which case I would really have to... do something about the infantry now. Well, he's left... no. So he did not join. Okay, I think that means I win. Because now we can only reduce the HQ's capture points by 2, and I just need one more turn, and I think I'm good. So pull away. I'm definitely losing on technique. I should have built a lot more units in order to keep my technique high. Let's see if I can at least salvage it a little bit. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, in this mission, you definitely run into a close call at the tail end of it. But he hasn't captured my HQ in time, so I think I'm good. I don't really know what kind of a rank I'm gonna get. I'm gonna try to get some technique back. Oh, I don't actually have enough money unless I do this. If I do this, then I have enough money for a lander. Thank you, reduced navy prices. And there we go. Maps 1. Yeah, he totally lost this on purpose. Yeah, it sure is complicated. This story actually is getting a little complicated, to be honest. Alright, power was actually where I faltered, but it's still an S rank. 285 is good. And with that out of the way, that will conclude this video. Next time, I guess I'm taking on more Blue Moon missions. Or one more Blue Moon mission, and then... well, I guess another Green Earth mission. I guess I could do that, because another one just opened up. And we'll see what is up with that next time. Later, everybody.